is a good one. And it is great for all of our girlfriends because, quite frankly, I'm tired of explaining this to them. So, first up, an article on the website I Heart Intelligence made a pretty bold claim, and I wanted to get your ladies' opinion on it, okay? All right, it said flat out, if a man doesn't pursue you, he's not into you. Adding that if a man wants to be with you, nothing is going to stop him from doing so. So, ladies, do you think that this is tough truth for some women out there that they need to hear?
I think it's true and false. I agree and I disagree. So I agree with the idea that any man that wants to be with you will absolutely try his very, very best to be with you. Will go to the windows, to the walls.
The wall.
Now, where I disagree is that every single man that is interested in you will pursue you. I don't believe that to be true. There are plenty of men that will be interested in you, but just might be too insecure to pursue you. There are men that you catch their eye, they're intrigued, they're interested. Oh my God, they wish for that chance to get to talk to you, to be with you, but they do not always pursue you. So they don't know.
But if you have given them, this is what I always tell my girlfriends, if you have given them the signs, because sometimes guys need to see it clearly, like meaning you have flirted with them, you have somewhat kind of asked them out to hang out, and you have called them, you have texted them, right?
They still maybe don't think they're worthy of you. Maybe they're still too insecure. Maybe they recognize that, wow, you're just
you were like, I like you.
They can still feel like you just might be too much for them.
But then that ends up not being about you anyway. Like I always say, a revolutionary woman's love will not be won passively. So it also depends on the type of woman you are, and the type of person you are. Like I know some women who are definitely like, no, like I like to holla, like that's fine. Like, and I know I've had to become somebody who, if someone is pursuing me, I actually have to be less like trigger responsive, and be a little bit more, I don't even know if patience is the word, but just a little bit more like open to like, okay, let's take our time and pace it. But sometimes, Tam, with that whole like pursuing you thing, I feel like sometimes in men who are like very pursuant, we misnomer confidence. We misnomer arrogance with confidence.
Yes,
so we'll think like, oh, you know what I mean? We'll think like, like they're really bad. They're really bad at it. And listen, sometimes it's like, that's not even that they're really that interested in you. They're chasing something for their own ego.
Oh. And I'm going to tack on something to what Adrian said. I know that Adrian, you put the guys who may really be into you, but doesn't pursue you just means that they're too insecure, but that doesn't mean they're not into you. Is that right? Did I paraphrase that?
They could like you. They could think you're beautiful. They could think you're intelligent. They just maybe don't think they're capable of being your man.
So I think, and this is an assumption, but I would judge that if a guy was really into me, really wanted me, but he was too insecure and he was too bottled up with himself, which is a little bit of what Amanda said, it's not about me, and he can't get over it, then that means he's really not that into me. And the reason why I say that is because every single one of us here, there is something that you wouldn't normally do, but you wanted it so bad, you went outside your norm. And that is a person who will pursue. So he wasn't that into you.
I will say this.
I agree with you, Jeannie.
I've had real fear. That's like saying, like, okay, that's
so black and white. But I feel like if a man wants you and he's looking to date or just to, like hang out, and you've given him the signs, you've let him feel comfortable,
the green light.
Because it's the ego that you're protecting, right? Like you let them know that like you're not going to fall on your face. So come on with it.
Yes.
Wait, you guys have never seen a man, been super attracted to him, really thought he was dope, and just you're afraid? You guys have never been afraid of something? I'm trying to, like, even singing. It's definitely my number one love. It's what I'm most passionate about. But I don't do it because I'm scared.
But if you sat back and you let that one get by, if you let him pass you and you thought about him so much, you really wanted, you thought he was the one and you let him pass him by, he didn't move you enough to pursue him. He didn't move you enough, so I don't think that that's the one.
But there's some people that are shy, Jeannie. There are some people, and that includes men. There are some shy men.
Yes.
So what do you do?
But if you are like,
Lonnie,
okay,
but even to Jeannie's point, like you have to at a certain point recognize what are the things about you that are getting in the way of the things that can elevate you. And sometimes that may be shyness. And so it's up to you to define, it's up to you to devise it's up to you to create the devices that get around the things that get in the way of what's best for you. Like I will say this, like my ex, we met across the room. We had like a nonverbal conversation across the room. And then he basically like got shy and left. And he said when he got outside, he was like, this shy stuff ain't gonna help you. This ain't gonna get you nowhere. and he turned around and came back in. Now it was the most awkward ask for my number I've had. Is it possible if perhaps maybe I could possibly?
He was
over the hump.
But he was into you, Amanda. He was that into you that nothing could get in the way. And that's what we're talking about, Adrienne. When you're that into somebody, you'll pursue it, no matter what.
Even the shy, but I think that was the shyest in him. He was shy, but he ain't that shy. He made it do what it do. What I'm saying is, also as women, we need to recognize the kind of men that we want pursuing us.
Yes,
that's important as well. Like, I have friends that actually don't like guys that will pursue them. Like they literally want to be the ones that pursue. Yeah. So they seek out shy, laid back, quiet, in the cut type dudes because they don't want the rah rah. They don't like that. They like the quiet dude who's chilling in the back.
They don't want the what? They don't want the
rah 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 rah. Yo, ma, what's up? What it do, mamacita? Like,
but isn't there a middle ground?
It doesn't have to be all that.
There's a middle ground.
But it could be a guy that has or they also don't want slick. What's up? Good. They don't want that either. They want guys that are in the cut, chilling, and they want to be the girls that pursue shy dudes. That also is a thing, you guys. Now, if you want a man that's going to pursue you and go after you, then you don't want the shy dude. But that doesn't mean he's not into you. That's all I'm saying. That doesn't mean he's not attracted.
I'm going to have to counter because I think there's a medium, yo. Like, I think there's a happy medium between I don't necessarily want the dude that's coming up to me like, yo, suavemente. Yeah. Like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need all that. But I also don't want the dude who I have to be like, yo, I don't want the dude who I have to go up to and be like, yo, suavemente, what's up, homie? Like, you feeling this? You like this? What's this?
And you have the right, like, as a woman, you could say, I need a man that has the we can't say that has the genitalia, the nerve to get up and
before we end this conversation, because I do have lots of single girls and I want to make sure that I'm giving them the right information. And I'm hearing something new from you, Adrienne, and I want to be willing to open to learning about that. So you're saying if one of my friends calls this guy who she likes, texts maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4 times, letting him know that she likes him, that she wants to hang out, and he doesn't pursue her, there's a chance that he still may like her?
No, that's
this is different. We're talking about someone on the other side of the room not coming up to you. You have this person's number, you have access to them, and they don't respond. Okay. Watch the movie. He's just not that into you. You are not the exception.
I just want to make that 100% clear.
You just not his type. He think you a tree monster. So.
Oh my God.
Yes. But the guy who's not going to make any effort to discomfort himself, the guy that doesn't make a little effort to discomfort himself in order to pursue the one thing he wants, he didn't want it that bad. I promise that.